Welcome to Security Check. Today we are in the legendary kitchen table
Yeah.
talking about our decks for the Finnish nationals that are actually if you're watching this like immediately when this video comes out, the nationals are actually on the way.
Yeah.
And we are probably on round 3, 4, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I think. And
Probably on round 3 or actually in like lunch break.
So here we are going to go through the decks that we are playing in the Finnish nationals and talking a little about why we chose them and what we are taking and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And you are taking the Homer Mirage Kagomon infinite turn or infinite loop.
Yeah. It's not like infinite turn, it's like I infinitely keep stealing your turn.
Yeah, because there are technically, I think, in Digimon we can't have infinite turn at this point, I think.
You're good with the green card that came from like BT1 and with the Metal-siirramon from BT. Yeah, Varu-siirramon from BT15.
Okay, yeah, that could technically give you infinite turn, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but like this keeps stealing opponent's turn back. The premise is to build a stack with Lunamon, then you probably will have both of these or two of
some combination.
Yeah, two of either of these. Then you either go to Kreskemon because it costs 1, or Huangulmon and play the Lunamon out. If you have a Homer already on field, you can tap the Homer and put Gaamon under Lunamon, and then you digivolve to Mirage Kagomon and remove something from the board or one of their security to the hand, and then you play Saiyan Go to pass turn, and Saiyan Go plays.
Or you can have Saiyan Go already.
Yeah.
On board.
Or if you build the Miracle stack with like Kreskemon or Suromon Ace, you just play Homer to play out the Lunamon and put this one back. Then start of your opponent's turn, Saiyan Go will trigger and play Gaamon back. Mirage Kagomon sees opponent play draw a card with effect, and then it steals the turn back.
Yeah, if your opponent has enough cards in hand and you give
Yeah.
them little enough memory to.
Yeah, or if your opponent has like two memory setters. If your opponent has a memory setter, you need to have 2 Mirage Kagomons, or they will need to have 16 cards in hand, but that's a lot. But even if you don't get to loop, it's really annoying to play against this because most of the time you leave your opponent like to 0 memory after their memory setter has done its turn.
Like 1,
Yeah.
which is also like you start with 1 memory and you had memory setter, so that's kind of annoying as heck.
Yeah, but then the Mirage Kagomon will not trigger during your opponent's turn
Yeah,
anymore.
indeed. So they can do everything they can, but.
Yeah,
And you've been playing this like
2 months straight.
yeah, pretty regularly lately, and you made some final adjustments like
Yeah, the original
week
list-
before or something.
Yeah, the original list played 4 of Huangulmon, I got 2 and put 1 Kreskemon, put 2 Kreskemons in, and I got 1 Ukomon for the Hammerspark, because Hammerspark can just allow you to loop in situation where you could not before.
The one memory is actually like more important than you would think when you are trying to loop your opponent.
Yeah, and then there is like 1 of Davis, because it's fun to have memory setter. You probably won't need it, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And then there is your deck. It basically is like memory cheat dot deck. This is maybe more that, but that one is a close second.
Yeah, I'm playing this what I call Lilith Levia Tornado Tag Team, and it's like this deck came about when I started playing like pure Lilithmon deck, and pure Lilithmon is fun, but it's not good enough in my opinion, because like Lilithmon by itself doesn't win enough games. But then I saw this one list that played this kind of level 6 lineup. It was, I think, if it's not completely the same, it's really close to this. And I was like, right, that is actually like ingenious, because Leviamon gives you aggression and ways to win the game fast in certain situations, and like control for your opponent's board immediately when you evolve to it. Yeah. And Leviax can be really annoying against some decks. So, and otherwise it's just like purple good stuff. There are a couple of tech choices I have. For example, the Goblimon here, which is one of my pet cards with Lilithmon X, because you can even, some effects can play this Goblimon out, then you try to delete your Lilithmon, but your Lilithmon redirects the deletion to something else, and you can make this Goblimon that usually deletes one of your Digimon to delete one level 4 or lower Digimon to make it like, I don't delete anything, your biggest thing is dead. Yeah. Which is super annoying for the opponent.
Yeah, and then you have one of Damemon, because you are a pure-hearted Bakra army enjoyer.
Yeah, I'm actually, these two cards here, Damemon and Dobermon, are at the moment like they were last additions, and I'm not actually completely sure if I will play them in the nationals. They were Gatomon and Black Gatomon Uber before, and I'm still contemplating if I want to put one of these back and maybe take Damemon or the Dobermon away from the deck, but that's like
it's hard choice, because all of these 4 cards are really solid, and then they can do stuff.
Yeah, and they do different things, and they are useful in different situations, so it's really hard to find. I tested these two out to give like more blocker ability to my stacks. This gets a little bit easier when I can, because this tournament is in EX7 format, because we didn't get 2.0 fast enough here in Finland.
Yeah, we got delayed, so...
Yeah, so if this was 2.0, I would play Deltamons here. Yeah. But because I cannot play Deltamons, and they do have inherent blocker, I think.
Yeah, they do.
So they would like fit perfectly here in my vision of what I want to do, because it gives you ability to trash cards, delete floodgates before you go to your bigger things, and so on. But otherwise, also 7th Fascination is still a little bit. It's maybe I will probably just play the 7th Fascination. You could play 7th Lightning here, of course, but to me, like Leviamon X has been a little bit underwhelming as a whole. To be honest, it's really good when it's good, but it can also be like really whatever. Yeah. But 7th Fascination is just there because I like Lilith X, so let's just play 7th Fascination.
Yeah, and the Calling from the Darkness is really busted in this deck.
Yeah, because you can again use Calling to your Lilith, and then Lilith just says, nah, something else dies.
And that's fair.
Yeah, of course we also have the Arvis Merva combo here. It wins games. It's a busted card, Arvismon, I mean. And then I do play the Protoforms and one normal Axe Antibody just to like try, because Lilithmon really wants to sit on the field with the effect active. Yeah. So if I face off something that has Soul Strip, I can just play Axe Antibody to give it to Lilith Axe and make it so that it can't lose the effect.
And there probably will be Imperial Demons, so there probably will be Soul Strip. And Hexaplamon is really strong card, so
Pseudomonace is still a card, and like there can be other like random things that can trash from the sources. Yeah, I've had really good success with the deck.
You've done really great.
Yeah, before the nationals I have lost 3 best of 3s with the deck.
And you've been playing this a lot.
Yeah, in like all of our weeklies and stuff like that. I lost once to 3 Great Angels, but we went like 1-1 in the tournament, because it was like I won in the Swiss round, but then I lost in the top cut, but we went like 3-3 games. Yeah. And then I lost 1 best of 3 to Magnamon X, because my opponent had 2 Heaven's Judgments in security and I didn't play around 2 Heaven's Judgments in security. And then
1 to Takemikasuchi.
Yeah, 1 to Takemikasuchi. I didn't drew that well. I also played kind of bad. And then Takemikasuchi is just like
It just wins.
Yeah, against Takemi Kazuchi, what you want to have on your field basically is Lilithmon X and another Digimon.
Yeah.
Because then you can, because against Takemi Kazuchi, if you have only Lilithmon X, they can just hard play Hellugarmon and kill the Lilithmon X. But if you have Lilithmon and other Digimon, they can't just like hard play Hellugar to get rid of Lilithmon, and they also can't go to Takemi Kazuchi combo, because if you have two Digimons on board, their whole combo will delete your like whole board,
yeah.
and then it means we basically set the table to 0 at that point, and then it's just like who wins faster.
Yeah. I've not had like too great of a success with this deck. I think I'm really great to play this, but every effing time at weeklies we go 2-0, you and me, and then we face at like turn 3, round 3, and then I don't know. Are you like? Am I just like, oh, it's Fata, I'm going to lose, and then I don't like concentrate enough, or like, well, Leviamon X and that deck has answers to this deck.
Yeah.
And that's one of the few decks that has answers to this deck. Leviamon, pure Leviamon also has answers, and Angels has answers to this deck. But like,
yeah, and it's like against that deck, if I can establish Leviamon that you cannot bounce away, and I have Leviamon X in the trash, you can't loop at that point.
Yeah.
Because the moment you try to loop, I'm the turn player, so I have, when you play Gaomon from under your Digimon, I can go to Levi X, delete the Gaomon, and delete a possible level 5 and there's no level 7s, and maybe a tamer because you have more stuff than me. So I can delete one of your important tamers, the level 3, and because the Gaomon gets deleted before its on-play can resolve, the on-play actually doesn't resolve at all because the Digimon is not there.
Yeah,
and then I don't draw the card, and your combo stops there. And then there's also like Levi X hits for 3 securities, so I can technically maybe win on that turn because of that.
But on the other side, I have not lost a single game for Magnamon or a single best of 3 to Magnamon or Imperial Dramon.
Yeah.
So
Imperial Dramon needs to go like super fast to win that deck, I think.
Yeah, and like most of the time that I've lost to like the one game in best of 3 to Imperial Dramon, I've just not drawn my Mirage Gangamon or something like that.
And you can even do like, even if they go to like Pile Dramon, you can go to Zudamon Ace, strip down at least one level 4, go to Mirage Gangamon, bounce the Pile Dramon, they don't get to
the
partition,
yeah.
And then they probably have many cards in hand, so you get memory back.
Yeah, and Imperial Dramon draws really much.
Yeah. But I don't know if there's anything like that big to say. I'm hoping that we do well, of course.
Yeah.
I try to get to top 8. That is like my goal for this tournament, and I hope we get at least one player from Turku in top 8, because we didn't have any last year, and that was sad.
Yeah.
And maybe.
But the year before that you won. So.
yeah. So maybe it's time to win again for Turku.
I'm trying, of course. I go there to win, but like
of course, but like
if we are being realistic, I want to get like to top 8 also, and
it's like if you get to top 8, anything can happen. Like Finland has so many good players that when you get to top 8, it's like it doesn't matter anymore how well you have played in the Swiss. Anyone can win in the top 8.
Yeah, that's so true.
So it's like you get top 8 and then it's just like a roll of the die basically.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get a positive matchup in certain situations, but the players are so good that it's like you can play your best, your deck can do its best, but it might not be enough because the other one just plays as well as you or better.
But if you are from Finland and you are in the nationals watching this like in a lunch break, or if you have a buy or you just won really fast, have a great day and good luck for your tournament. Or if you are watching this like later, how did you do? Tell us. Did we play against each other?
Indeed. And I guess that's that. I hope we do well in the nationals. I hope best of games for everyone and fun day. Those are always such a good and fun days to play. So
yeah, and there will probably be a vlog tomorrow or Monday from the tournament.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Please comment, subscribe,
Consider becoming a channel member to help us out, and we will see you at the next video.
Bye.